Yo, good morning, guys. All right. Sorry it has been a while since I did an update. I know the last video that I did was me fixing my wife's car, dealing with all the insurance stuff, which is why I've been home the whole time. So a lot of people want to know how the lease purchase was going. Well, for me, the lease purchase is honestly, in the 3 weeks, 4 weeks that I did it, it was perfect. I mean, they weren't shorting me no money. They were doing exactly what they said. I was generating, depending on my runs, $2,000 to $3,000 a week. Roughly, that was about $2,500 to $2,800 a week. So honestly, they did. They were actually legit about how they actually operated and did stuff, which truly amazed me. And kind of wish I would have stayed with them, but I did not stay with them, and it's not for any of them reasons that have to do with the company. It more or less comes down to the time I had to come home, work on my wife's car, dealing with all the insurance stuff. That took a while. It took over a week. So right there, that would have put me in the red, the negative, falling behind with them on my truck payments, whatever. So that's why I called them. I told them, hey, I'd like to return the truck. I'm not going to be able to return if this is how it, it's playing out for me with me having to fix my wife's car. And also, I had an issue with the APU on the truck, and the check engine light kept coming on for injectors, which it was under warranty. They told me that, yeah, it was under warranty. I was like, well, let's get to a dealership. I'm going home for my home time. Let's at least get it in the shop so when it's done, I can get back to work. Well, the only downside is any kind of repairs that they did and has warranty, besides manufacturer warranty, has to be done at whatever dealership. So the injectors that were warranted and replaced were in Illinois. So they wouldn't do that. They wanted me to do my home time, then come back up there, drop the truck off, and then do that. Which I didn't see a point in that. I was like, man, just get the dang fixed. But the APU had to go to Thermo King because it had an injector leak as well. So when I'd be running at nighttime, the belt will start squeaking and just not working properly, because they called me one morning. It was like, hey, is your APU doing all right? And I'm like, it just started making a loud noise last night. Like, okay, yeah, we seen something about a belt code or something. I was like, I didn't know. So that took like 4 days. It was here in the DFW area for 4 days, just getting that done. And I told him, I was like, man, I'm not going to return back to work. So in that process, knowing what everything was going on, I started looking for another job, but doing hotshotting. I wanted to do hotshotting. Now, I'm not saying RV transport is not in the cards no more for me, but it's something that I might consider keeping around or in my back pocket for future if I ever need to go back to it. But I think mainly the reason why I got out of everything was because I got tired of the industry, not knowing with dealers and manufacturers when things are going to happen or when it's going to start, working in my favor, because you don't know. It's a game out there that you don't know when the loads are going to be coming in, where they're going to be going, if they're going to lower the rates on you, or if they're going to pull some BS. Most of the companies lately that I've dealt with, it was more for, it was more about me not being able, I would not comply with their company policies. That was one of my biggest things. I see them, they claim the RV exemptions for us to be able to run RVs and to have certain limits that benefit us drivers. But their company policy, they want it to go above and beyond it. And I'm like, well, y'all are claiming the exemptions. Why are you trying to make us do more if y'all are trying to do less? And that's just one of my biggest things. Why do more if I'm not required to do more? if we're claiming the exemptions and I'm pulling the RV one way and pretty much I'm done and I'm going home, why do I have to log it if I'm technically, my truck's half time is used as commercial and half time is not? You know, because they'd be like, oh, pull the plates off. You know, pull off your placards and pull your plates off. You know, and that's because they're telling me to do that, because for them, it takes it where they might not get a DOT inspection because we're not running them stuff, but yet they want me to log it back. I didn't understand that. I'm like, wow, their company policy, most company policies are crap out there. And some of them are still good, even though I've dealt with them for years. I think the one that I would go back to would be Classic Transport. I mean, I was there for 4 years, almost 5 years. And they know me very well. They know I have an attitude problem when they have one with me. They've dealt with me for so long. You know, I would actually stick with going back to them because they worked with me on that, even their company policy. You know, they would still want me to show logging back. But that was mainly, you know, just a couple times, you know, whenever I was staying constantly busy. But they would be the one that I would say I'd go back to. I like that they have a set rate, and it normally never changes, but the only downfall is some companies will change, go higher. They'll go up a little bit, but not all the way. But yeah, so the lease purchase program is done for me. And for somebody like me that has 4 kids and a wife and a lot of stuff to take care of at home, I can manage my home time better in the RV industry than I can driving a semi-truck for a lease purchase company. I was really hoping that it would have worked out. But for me, it's not going to work out for what I needed to. You know, because I kept telling them, I was like, my main thing is being home for my daughter's birthday in October, and Thanksgiving in November, Christmas and New Year's. And I was going to be out there for like 6-7 weeks because I didn't need to be home. I had nothing planned. And they were giving me a little bit of issues with that. Like, oh, well, if you want to take a whole week off, you need to run for 8 weeks straight. I'm like, whoa, why do I got to run for 8 weeks straight? I don't like being told that. Doing the RVs, I was able to go when I wanted to, come home when I wanted to, great deal. So doing the hotshotting, I think that's going to be a benefit to me. But I could be wrong. I don't know until I try these things. And yeah, I'm going to be leasing under someone's company. It's an 80-20 split. I honestly don't know how it's going to go. I've been literally sitting at home for weeks now because one of the companies that originally was getting me started, I've sat at home for 3 weeks because of them. And because they were purchasing me a trailer, which was one of their main things. They were, oh, we're going to buy you your trailer. But with my Freightliner, they wanted me to run 15K rated axles or higher. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's no big deal. But then they started saying, oh, it's hard. We're trying to find you a trailer. Oh, we finally bought one. And that was like 3 weeks ago. But it still hasn't showed up. So on Friday, I told them that's pretty much my deadline. I can't wait no longer. So another company that I reached out to, he said, I got a trailer at the yard here waiting for you if you need it. It's a CDO trailer. I acquired a non-CDO trailer. I got my hands on one. It's a non-CDO, but it's what I can afford. And that's what I'm going to be using to start with. He said, yeah, use that trailer. If you decide that, you know, it's not working out with the non-CDO because of what you can put on it, let me know. We'll get you your the CDO trailer, and you just rent it from us. But literally already has my IFTA plates already, boom, done. All that in one day has it all ready. That other company is taking 3 weeks. Yeah, I got the ELD. I got all the placards, decals, everything that's needed to put on the truck. They've already sent me, but I get no plates, no trailer. The other place, boom, one day. A couple hours, called me back, sent me everything done. So Monday morning, I got to head straight to Conroe, Texas, to go finish some paperwork, get my placards, EOD. I've already got my apportion tag, the temp card to put in my window. Everything's already done. I just got to drive down there, do that, give some paperwork, get my binder set up, go through all their company stuff, and then I just got to go do my drug test, and then I'm headed out on my first load on Monday. And that's where I'm going to try to keep everyone updated as much as possible, even if it means me doing a daily vlog or whatever people call it. I don't know, just a daily upload to kind of give y'all what's going on, or each trip, so I can give y'all whatever breakdown, like pay-wise, fuel economy, loading. I mean, we'll figure it out, and I'm trying to figure out it with y'all at the same time so y'all can be updated. But I guess let's go take a look at the trailer and the setup. Right now I'm organizing everything, trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it, because I gotta leave out on Sunday night to head up there. So let's go take a quick look, do a walk around, and then guys, I'm sorry it's been so long, but I'm gonna keep it up. We're gonna get back on track. So let's take a look. We got the truck all set up, ready to go. So this is the trailer I bought. Tromax, 40 foot, single axle, 7K rated, non-CDL. So right now I'm in the process of going over it. It's a 2023. I got it for 10K. So pretty much I swapped out the gooseneck because when I was trying to do hotshotting a couple years ago, I bought all this stuff thinking I was going to use it, and it's been sitting around, so that's why it's kind of rusty. But bought the fifth wheel adapter, got it put on. We got to do some cleaning up on the wires because whatever they did, I just got to get it coated, done, finish hooking it up. I put this headache rack, or whatever this is, not headache rack, like it went on my wife's 4Runner, so I'm going to use that and mount it for where I can put the tarps. But the spare tire mount up there is broken, so we're going to fix that, weld it on. The step was all bent and twisted, which I've straightened most of it out, and then we got to reattach it back here. So still doing that. Got all my straps out. Well, it's not all of them, but now some of the deck was kind of like broken, and so I did some screws in it for now. That one I'm slowly pressing it down, and then I'll screw it in. This one was up so high that as soon as I pushed down on it, it snapped off. But yeah, we're slowly just getting it all ready. And then when I lifted these ramps up, I noticed that it was cracked right here, and these were bent. So I'm gonna heat them up, bend it back, weld it, get it more secured. So that's kind of where we're at right now. And it has these attachable straps on here, like they clamp on the bottom side. We'll see. Yeah, they clamp on the bottom side, so I gotta get these adjusted. Try to see if I can find some more, but that's pretty much it. This was all bent up, so I'm gonna fix that. That's why I got the light kind of pulled out right now. But for the most part, oh yeah, see, it's almost there. Kind of been slowly pressing on that one so it goes down. But I mean, it's a little rough, but all this can be fixed. But man, I think we're gonna have a solid setup for what we're gonna do. Let's see. There you go. I mean, blue and green colors are nice. So yeah, we're almost there on getting it ready. I need to get them wheel wells put on here. But everything else inside the truck is still the same. We upgraded to a new seat. We got the cooler in. We got tablet mount. everything done. I put a brand new brake control switch in here. CB, got it hooked up. So just finishing up with last minute stuff, and then we will be ready to roll tomorrow. But guys, stay tuned for the next video. I appreciate all the love and support. Bye. All right, guys. So we're out here. We're doing our repairs. So far, we got the step back on. I mean, still needs to be cleaned up, but for the most part, it's on. It's not going nowhere. And then the mount up here was broken, so we got that all cleaned off. Now that's what we're working on here. I cut a plate out. Still kind of hot. I'm still messing with it. Yeah, no, it's a mess. But check it out. So we got the bead there, went around the bottom. The only thing is this one. It's too long. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it up. Oh, my bad, there you go. So I'm gonna set it up to the size. I'm gonna cut this head off right here, weld it on that side first, and then I'll go inside and then I'll weld it all up. Should work out great. Show you the final touches. All right, it's coming down with some rain right now, but let's see. Final product of what we got going on here. Glove. All right, so this is the one that we just did. So cut it, boom, welded it up. It's a little bit shorter than this one, but it'll still work. Cut the top off, welded it on there. It's a nice new plate. Now I just need to put it on top, and then now we can mount the spare tire on the new trailer. All right, so it quit raining enough for me to get it put in. I'm about to put the tire on to see. All right, guys. I got everything completed, ready to go for tomorrow. I took my old toolbox, mounted it here. It's not drilled in, it just got plates. One on this side, two on that side. Got my tarps. Everything's finished. New step, finished. And then tire, everything's mounted. So, only thing is I ran out of welding wire, didn't have time to go get any. I was fixing this turn signal deal, but for now, it's there until I get back, and then I'll get it all fixed up. So, I'll see you on the next video.